Attorney General Barr says it will take until mid-April to complete redactions to Robert Mueller's full report. House Judiciary Chairman Jerry Nadler says that's not good enough. Let's discuss now. Congressman Steve Cohen is here as a member of the Judiciary Committee. Congressman, thank you. Appreciate you joining us. Chairman Nadler responded to Barr's letter saying that April 2nd, that deadline for turning over the report without redactions, that it still stands. As a member of the House Judiciary, how do you think Democrats proceed if Barr misses that deadline?
Well, I think it's good that we didn't make it April 1 because he'd have been trying to make a fool out of all of us. And I suspect that's what Barr's doing and Trump's doing. He's trying to make a fool out of Congress and a fool out of the American public. The whole appointment, the charade of getting the report and analyzing it is going on. I think they will not have the report by April 2nd. I support Chairman Nadler. The committee will support him. And I think we'll proceed with the next action, which I suspect will be a subpoena. But we need to be strong and firm. We need to see the entire report, and the American public to see the entire report, because our country's security vis-a-vis the Soviet Russia, who wants to be the Soviet Union again, is somewhat in jeopardy. When we've got a president who seems to be so much in love with Kim Jong-un and Vladimir Putin that he can't see the goodness of his own people.
One of the key issues in making Mueller's report public is the secret grand jury material. Nadler suggested that Barr should be working with the Congress and the courts to get the material released. Why isn't that happening?
Because they don't want it released. They want the minimum amount released because there's so much in there that'll be damning of what this president has done and tried to do, and his family and others. And the grand jury testimony would be released in other special counsel, independent counsel cases. The U.S. Attorney General has worked with the committees, gone to the courts, and the courts have allowed that material to be given to the Congress. And the court can do it, and I feel sure the Federal District Court in Washington would. But when Nadler asked Barr to help him with that and to join with him in making that request, he refused because he doesn't want it released. It's not because it's against the law. He doesn't want it released, and his job is to protect Donald Trump. He is Donald Trump's man.
So we don't know what's in there. We don't know how much or if there's any damning information. You're assuming that there's damning information. But here's my question. Every day that passes, it allows the president and his allies to cement the no collusion narrative in the public consciousness. Are you concerned that the public won't be open to details that the whole report may reveal?
I think a lot of the public won't be, and I think that's what they're doing. You know, there was something in a movie, and it wasn't a great movie or anything, although I loved it, many decades ago, called Liberty Valance. And they said when the legend becomes the truth, you print the legend. And they know that. And as long as they can make the legend, their false narrative, the truth, it will become what is accepted as the truth. They want to keep it out there as long as possible. That's why April 2 is not a good date. That's why he says possibly mid-April. And then with so many redactions, it'll be like Swiss cheese. There's not 400 pages of no collusion, no collusion, no collusion. There's got to be a lot of stuff that has information that will be damning to the president and his administration. And otherwise, Robert Mueller would not have said this does not exonerate the president. And if there's material in there that does not exonerate him, they don't want us to see it. And it's probably grand jury testimony, or it's evidence, and this is the one that really got me, was the statement that they would not release material information that could affect the personal privacy and reputational interest of peripheral third parties. Well, I don't know who the peripheral third parties is, but I suspect it's Donald Trump Jr. and Eric and Javanka.
You think that that's it with his family? Well, we shall see. Again, we don't know, but a 400-page letter, you don't know what's in there. There could be a lot of information, damning or otherwise.
You don't know, but you know the American public deserve to see it. Yeah. We've seen the entire results of Waco, which was the last only thing under the special counsel statute in the past. The independent prosecutors, Jaworski and Ken Starr reports were given straight to Congress. The U.S. attorneys, the United States Attorney Generals didn't jump in and give their conclusions or opinions to try to set a narrative and to interfere with how the public would interpret it. This is very unique. It's very damaging. You know who benefits from this? Two groups benefit from this. Donald Trump and his people, and Russia. Russia wants people to not believe in the United States government and democracy. They want to destroy democracy. That's why they interfered in our elections. That's why they tried to interfere in elections all over Europe and around the world, is because they don't like democracy and they want to destroy it. And anything that hurts it helps the Russians. And this has hurt democracy and people thinking that the government is transparent, and they are not being allowed to see what is work product concerning their president and any interest he might have had with Russia and why he is so subordinate to Vladimir Putin.
Congressman Cohen, thank you for your time, sir.